So I wanted to answer this question. Do you really think market cyber has what it takes to be a technical analysis to you? Well, yeah, it does. Based on the very movement of these oscillators or waves, I normally make certain. Trading has always been this way. There's this saying that goes that the present or the past doesn't equate the present, but you can infer from the past. And I think so because since we have a history of price action from the past to the present, there is nothing wrong inferring data to support your analysis for the present. So again, market cipher can be or could be um, your technical analysis to you. Yeah, of course, because it has what it takes to be a directional algorithm, and since trading is either upwards, downwards, or consolidation, I think if you have a script that can literally specify uptrend and downtrend and consolidation movement, then you can infer from the past and make the same judgment for the future based on what the past is, not but not necessarily making your entire trading decisions on just because you infer from the past. But I'm just saying that you can make analysis from the past using a script. A typical example is, let me put my vertical line here and put a vertical line here and a vertical line here, and say from March 2015, sorry, 2021, 25th July, sorry, up to 3rd October 21, we have massive uptrend of these oscillators in the positive territories. Again, we have VWAP, and then making us. This is just the daily time frame. So we had massive oscillators in the positive regions, much more than the negative region. So look at the typical example is we had VWAP, the yellow line, in the positive territories, and we have our green dot, sorry, our money flow in the positive territories, and we have such movement much more than they were in the negative territories. So we didn't have the momentum waves, which is your vehicle's engine. We didn't have them here much. Most of them were in the positive territories. There wasn't essentially enough movement of these oscillators in the negative territories. We had a curve here, this move here, and I think very few ups and downs of these VWAP, but evidently majority of our waves were in the positive. So you could realize that price essentially rose from this side, came down here when we were in an uptrend, essentially, basically. So this is more or less like a basic TA using like a cipher. And is it enough to literally base my entire trading decisions based on the direction of the waves? Yeah, of course. I mean, these waves more or less influence the very direction of price, and price responded heavily based on the heavy direction of these oscillators, or these parity of these oscillators that we had. Essentially majority of them heading towards the positive territory. So you can make your decisions by saying, yeah, we had major movement in the positive and price went up. So you can also say, well, if the present sees, if I see the same kind of movement or the same kind of equilibrium of direction of these oscillators or wave, then it validates my analysis by saying, well, even though the past is not the same as the future, but we can make inferences from the past and make judgments and say, well, the future could be based on what we saw from the past. So yeah, of course, I mean, this is what you call normal basic TA. Does it work? Yeah, it does, but market cipher is more or less like my go-to reference script or go-to reference tool of trading. I make my entire trading decisions primarily on the very directions of these oscillators or waves, and yeah, of course, I think market cipher works. And to answer your question, yes, you can trade using these directions as your technical analysis as well, because again we want to know direction using other technical analysis, or make predictions using other technical analysis. But the predictions or more or less end up being either prices are going upwards or downwards or consolidate. So yeah, of course, I wouldn't want to take much of time. Have a nice time. Peace.